Yeah, I didn't realize you were right behind me. I should have looked. I was dumb.
Guess who told you? You know he called
I
it
know,
out.
but my brain wasn't... I was so... concentrating so hard on driving that it didn't clue into me.
I think he knew because it was like he's like I like really directed that at Mech because he was the last guy in front.
I can't multitask.
Sorry, dude.
Easy on this outlet, mate. Break the code.
Test.
Loud and clear.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have to brake for the bus stop.
User joined your channel.
Hi guys.
Hey,
Hello.
what's up?
Hey.
Hey, Stocky, what do you have the radiator at? Or the brakes, mine aren't cooling.
Radiator has nothing to do with your brakes.
No, I mean the ducts.
I think I had them set on yours. Hold on. Turn the
50
pit.
and 15.
Yeah, that's what I had them at.
I am 55-60.
I'm at 50 and 70.
You guys are running
See,
hot
Dan,
brakes.
you can never.
I want to keep my tires cool.
Yeah.
That's the
I don't
only reason
like
I'm
my
doing
tire
it.
pressures going that high.
I also have 55 brake balance, so my rears aren't heating up that much.
I'm 56.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Mine,
50, 50.
I'm
mine never
51.
turned yellow, so.
I'm 51 brake balance.
It's
Dan,
not.
it-
It's
Dan,
not
if-
really. It's not really about the brakes getting too hot. It's putting too much tire pressure in the tires when
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
get that hot.
I'm
I don't want
finding
to put the heat into the tires.
The tires get too hot. Yeah, exactly.
Mine never turned yellow. I mean, they barely turn yellow, and it's only for a second.
Yeah, that's fine.
But how are your tires?
It's about the tires. It's not about the brakes.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
The heat from the brakes transfers into the tires as tire pressure. So
gotcha.
the tire pressures
Well,
get really high.
that would affect you after 10 laps, wouldn't it? You'd notice the differences, right?
Yep.
All right, well, I've done 10 laps then, so I'm okay. And the tires do melt a little bit. They do heat up.
See, I don't have any problems with melting tires.
Same.
Mine are better now that I opened the rear brake duct a bit.
All right, I'm going to try that. I'm going to open up the... But, I mean, what is that going to do? I mean, so the yellow goes away and it turns green.
It just keeps
Don't worry about
your
the color.
tires cool.
It doesn't matter about the brakes, whether they're yellow or green or
No,
red.
no, I mean the tires. So my tires are hot in the rear. Let's say they're yellowish. And let's say I open up my rear brake duct and now they turn green. What more is that going to do for me over the yellow tires?
More grip.
Better grip.
All right, well, I ran 10
And they
laps.
won't wear as fast.
Well, the rears don't wear in this car. At least for the... All right, you know what? I'm going to add some brake duct.
It's alright, Crowbase, no problem, dude.
The better grip, Mac. You sold me on that. I was like, all right, better grip. I'm adding brake duct. I added 10, by the way, Dan. I'm at 50-25 now.
Yeah, I did 50-30.
And the reason I have a higher duct in the rear is not because of
Oops,
how
my bad.
how hot they
It's alright,
get,
dude.
it's how slow they cool off. They cool off much slower than the front brakes.
Right.
So if I have less brake duct in the front, they still cool off faster than the rear for whatever reason, because they're in clean air, I guess.
All right, it makes sense. And I guess it makes sense too when the tire's yellow, it loses grip. I really never even worried about that before.
It prevents them from melting.
No,
I-
you might be right, because when I did a 10-lap stint with the primaries, I felt when I got around 8-9 laps, it did get a little squirrely in the back, and it was probably because my tires were too warm.
They're getting greasy.
Yeah. So thank you for the tip, guys.
Yeah, and I've taken back like my pace on ults by like, I don't know, half a second to a second, and my alternates are actually almost cool. They're all under 200 right now.
Man, your wheel vibrates a lot.
Jack Spade Phos4us. Probably. It's clipping at this track for whatever reason.
The bumps.
Yeah, it's all the bumps.
Yeah, I'm running all stiff suspension, so I'm not feeling any bumps.
Damn right, dude.
I was, but I got no-nos set up in here, and it's not bouncing around at all. But then I'm not fast, so, you know.
I said, did something happen to Gio on Saturday night? Because when I left the race, I was in front of Phos4us in 4th, and Phos4us ended up getting 3rd, and Gio got 4th. But did Gio slip, wipe out, or something went wrong with him, run out of gas?
I don't remember.
I think
Something
Fisk and
happened.
Gio came together.
Yeah, I feel Gio took damage. I'm not sure what happened at Gio's end of the race because he had no pace at the end. He was letting people by and everything.
Yeah, it was at the end, because when I left, it was only like 10 laps to go.
I think he was low on fuel the way that he was driving.
I watched him, he had half of the front wing left.
That could do it.
Later in the race, yeah.
Because after Phos4us passed me, Phos4us got 4th, and I saw Phos4us finished in 3rd.
Yeah, if you back off just a bit with the alts, they last pretty good.
Yeah, I'll try that. We'll see how it goes.
It's still not great, but better than running poly laps every lap.
I don't know, the way I calculated, I have to make it to lap 10. Be safe. And one of those laps is a formation lap, so if I can get 9 laps out of them, I'm happy as shit.
Oh, you should be able to do that.
I don't know, I've only gotten 4 laps out of them now. So that means they're gonna last twice as fucking long.
Quit driving so hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to take it easy. It's just
Just
it's
take
hard.
it back like 5%.
You know, you think you got the soft so you can go fast, you know, make up the time, you know, but that's not the case. You just want them to last.
Arguably, you could say they're just a safer primary tire that you can go the same speed. They grip more.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. Just drive them.
That's kind of what I do. I have the same braking points, and I just take it a little bit easier mid-corner, so I'm not scrubbing so hard.
So instead of pushing 122s, you're pushing 124s just like you would with the primes.
Well, maybe a little quicker.
I'm doing high 123s.
Yeah, I can't, with what, the primes?
No, alternates to make them last.
How long have people been able to make the reds last before they start to get dangerous?
I've taken them all the way down.
Me too.
Yeah,
they got a little slippery, but
like a full stint.
Left.
A full stint, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've just made a set of alts last half a tank, which is perfect. That's fine for me.
A half a tank is 8 laps.
Yeah. That's all I need.
I don't know. That means they're stop and go at the end. That'll get you to 40.
But I know I'll be quicker if I can get on the primes and stay on them for a full tank. Through 2
I
full
think
tanks.
this race could go 40 laps. I'm guessing 41 or 42.
We'll see.
Has anybody seen the floating cars yet?
Yeah, they hovercrafts.
You'll be disconnected soon.
Oh, because I'm seeing them?
Yeah, that's what was happening to me earlier, and I kept getting disconnected.
Hey.
Is that the sign?
Seeing hovering cars? Yeah.
Oh, you're
Probably
seeing
get you some
hovering
medication.
cars in the pit lane, not moving hovering cars?
Yes.
Okay, you're fine, huh?
Yeah, we've seen him before. We got pictures of him.
Earlier I joined and the car in front of me just started going forward, and there's just a plume of smoke coming off the car because the car was moving, but the tires weren't rotating, so it was just like a four-wheel lockup.
Nice.
Cruising down the track. And then I got this.
Sorry. It's alright, dude.
I've been passed by people without cars, so, you know, just a dude floating in the air.
That I've never seen.
I've seen that.
That was pretty crazy.
That was Project Caz 1 used to do that.
Yeah,
yes,
frequently.
Exactly.
And I imagine James has seen just about everything, considering how many hours he has in these two games.
I got a couple.
I looked at the number and I was like, wow, I thought I had a lot.
It's reset twice.
No. There's no way. How do you spend that much time in this game?
What I do for a living.
A living?
Yes, that's how I make my living.
Racing project cars?
Building simulators.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
What kind of simulators?
Obviously, I drive more than I build.
What kind of simulators?
They're just basically homemade jobs.
Are you
I build them out of
about
whatever they want. Steel, aluminum, MDF, it don't matter.
Are you talking about like controls and input devices for the computer, or?
Both, and I build the high-end computers for them too.
Wow.
Like the crazy one I have.
That took you like 3 years to build?
No, well, I've upgraded it during the 3 years, but I mean, I just now made it a new computer with everything. But
Nice.
I've got 11,000 or almost 12,000 in the rig I'm in.
Is it like one of those giant seats at the thing that comes down?
It looks like an arcade game almost.
Wow.
The one that I have. But I mean, it's got a racing seat and triple screens, and there's a mixer on it now. I added a mixer to it the other day.
Does it like have its own room?
Yes. and one that's got its own power going to it, and then also has its own air conditioning.
Where do you put the quarters in?
I just have a little bucket here. I'm saving for Fanatec pedals. Please put money in.
Nice.
Is there a pony?
Pony.
No, my grandson would be mad. He likes the car. Every day. Got him sitting in here. You should have seen him at the IndyCar race this year. He'd never been to one. And he's looking at the track like something's up, because he's seen it a million times, you know, sitting on my simulator. And then when the cars came down the hill, that little 2-year-old went berserk. He was like the best fan, screaming and yelling at him, pointing every time they went by. He had a great time.
All right, maybe I can make these alts last.
Yeah, I just made them last 40 liters of fuel, so you just have to reel it in a little bit.
Just drive it like you're not qualifying. Because if I really push to qualify, I can only get 2 or 3 laps out of them.
When you're scrubbing in the high-speed stuff, that's when it really bears down.
Right. I could drive this track with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do. Fall asleep at the wheel. That really hurts when you wake up.
I'm going to hit my horn to wake you up.
I did that. The first time I did that, I threw my neck out. I woke up just as I hit the wall, scared the shit out of me. My wife gave me a hard time for a month.
Only a month?
Only a month. She found something else to give me a hard time about.
Ah. Speaking of building stuff, remember the chat about pedals and steering wheels and stuff and the other night?
Yes.
So, did some research. I think I'm going to build myself some custom either full pedal set or just a brake pedal mod for my G27. Done some research, and apparently I'm going to get an actual hydraulic brake on it. I'm going to buy like a clutch master cylinder, a slave pull cylinder, and a pressure sensor, which I should be able to wire directly into the wiring from the original pedals.
Yeah, the G27 is a great setup for it, you know, the way it's got that cylinder on it. really good for doing the that kind of mod.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put a actual hydraulic brake on my pedals with pressure sensor rather than a load cell, because it will do the same thing as a load cell but better, and it'll feel like a hydraulic brake because it is.
And you'll get the feedback from it when you're pushing on the hydraulic.
Yep.
Nice.
Already priced out the bits. It's gonna cost me like $60.
Yeah, don't buy that high-end stuff. Just buy regular Datsun stuff, you know?
Yeah, cheap stuff, because that's all that matters. Like, the cheap car stuff is good sim stuff, right? I'm not going to blow at an actual master cylinder playing sim games.
that one that Alex has is wild.
He has decent coils or something, right?
Exiting pits.
His breaks all the time, though. It's always leaking.
I'll make sure mine doesn't leak.
Hopefully it's okay. Well, for $1,300, you wouldn't think it leaks.
Well, that's the thing. I was looking at all those sets, and I'm like, there's nothing to them. They're just really expensive.
Well, his is pretty fancy. His master cylinder and his slave cylinder are all one piece. It's all encompassed in one little block.
Yeah, but I mean, I can put it in a box.
Yeah, what I like is his clutch. That clutch is neat.
Yeah, I was looking at getting all the parts, and I was actually looking at buying like a Willwood actual race car pedal set, but they're like not cheap.
They're not cheap.
So maybe one day that'll be the upgrade to it, but I can get all the rest of the parts going.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the same thing. First I gotta get my son to get off his TIG welder and do some welding for me.
That's the thing, if I just had access to a CNC machine, it'd be so much easier.
That's right. Yeah, 3D printer's not quite gonna cut it.
Nope.
I have access to a lathe, but not a CNC printer. We have one here in town that's run by a motorcycle drag racer, Rick Myers. He comes here once a month and does stuff, but expensive stuff.
Yeah, I kind of looked at like some of the local shop stuff, places you can just get stuff done, and they want a fortune. I'm cheaper to buy an actual Willwood pedal set than try to make one.
To get Rick to do wheels for your motorcycle, like $2,500 a wheel. Not stuck cutting material.
Yeah, first you gotta acquire a giant piece of billet aluminum.
That's not gonna be cheap. Son brought his GTO over the other night. That thing is insane. 1,400 horsepower on the dyno.
That's it?
That's a lot. He keeps shredding the belt, so he's got one of those bulletproof ones coming, but it's going to be a couple weeks before I get there.
It reminds me of a thing I saw the other day. Some guy like super nitroed his Scion TC with a CVT transmission, and it pretty much just turned the transmission into powdered metal.
Oh no.
Yeah. I got a picture of it. It's just like shredded bits of metal everywhere inside the thing.
My son's tranny is going to hold. My friend at the tranny shop built it, and they had a one-of-a-kind torque converter made for it. The thing has 7-inch clutches in it.
I mean, you're going to run that much power, you gotta harness it.
Now you need suspension, because all it's going to do is spin in circles.
It reminds me of a time my buddy had an old F100 pickup truck, and he bought some piece of junk used Mustang, but it had like a Ford Racing 5.0 in it. So he dropped that into his Ford F100, no upgrades to it, put the Mustang rear end in it. He twisted the frame in the first week.
That's what I did to my Willys panel wagon. I broke the frame in half, actually.
The thing was scary to be in. It was not safe at all. The brakes were the original drum brakes. I'm like,
yeah, that's how mine
kill
was.
yourself.
I had a Ford Granada rear end with a clutch. It was so high geared, and no bushings in the front. Leaf spring, the one that goes across the front. No bushings in it. It was fun.
Pretty much the same on this thing.
But it was quick. It'd do about a 12-inch wheelie.
Oh, this thing wouldn't do that. It didn't have the tires to do that.
Oh, it had huge ones in the back, and it had a Corvette motor in it. It was quick.
He had little, like 13-inch wheels on this thing. skinny little street tires. I'm like, you're gonna die. And then he put it in a ditch, and that was the end of that.
Right. My son bought 2 Miatas, we're going to take them racing at Sears Point, but I guess you have to have the kit to put the hard top on them. They won't let you race them with the open top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to cost a few dollars. But the blower was cheap for the GTO. You can buy them from Cadillac from the dealership, $500. They got a recall on it, and all it is just a pin where the door is. You buy the whole thing for $500, and you just got to get the pulleys.
It's not bad.
It's a pretty good deal. And put a pulley on it so small I couldn't believe it went over the shaft. It's exciting. Kind of ridiculous. But that's my thought. And nitrous.
Of course.
Of course, everything has nitrous. Good. It's so cheap here, you know, $4 a pound. Ain't nothing.
Yeah, you're in the cheap part of California.
Yeah, well, it's not a pharmaceutical anymore, which makes it easy.
I'm ready. We can do this race now.
Yep.
No, I gotta do at least one lap on the primaries.
I've done 3. I'm good.
And I need to clean my pedals or my feet, one of the two. They're a little slick tonight.
That memory phone's working out awesome on my pedals. I glued them suckers.
You just glue like memory foam pads on them?
Yeah, I took the ones that go in your shoes and cut them out the shape. Got some good 3M glue and glued them on there. It's awesome now.
That's great.
I had bruises on the bottom of my feet, man. Killing me.
Remember, I said he had a lot of hours in this game.
I got a couple. And the brake modifications I did to the pedals, I put them all back together and stiffened it up. And it's pretty stiff to push that brake down.
Wow, the primaries are really good.
Where the heck is Alex? I'm gonna text him, find out where he's at.
I'm about 6/10 slower on the primaries after 3 laps than my alts.
Yeah, I figured close to that. I was about, about 3/4 of a second faster on my alts than I am with primes. Primes really aren't bad. Is that what you said? You're about, right?
6/10 slower.
Yeah, 6/10. I'm 3/4, so maybe 6/10.
Yeah, it was 6/10 off 3 laps in a row, so I figured that's a good.
Yeah, less than a second.
2 seconds off.
Well, I'm also my alt laps, my race pace laps are not as fast as yours. They're the kind of laps I'm going to run that I'm probably going to run a full fuel stint on alts. So.
That's true. My fastest lap there was like a quali lap.
My fastest lap there is a quali lap.
My fastest lap there is a quali lap.
You going to pull it out in qualifying again this time, Stocky? You keep having top of the board in practice.
Yeah, and then I fuck up. I got into a lot of traffic in Sonoma.
Do you have a track map?
Yeah, I do, but I try to spread it out, but I just kept getting bad luck. I don't care. It was row 4. It wasn't the end of the world. You know, it's only a row.
Who's excited for all the racing this weekend?
I am.
Oh yeah. China and Long Beach.
Yeah, we got IMSA on Saturday. Then we got and Formula 1 qualifying. Then you got IndyCar on Sunday and Formula 1.
Which one's Long Beach?
Long Beach, the Long Beach.
No. Which car is it? Indy or Formula?
Indy.
Indy's racing there on Sunday. IMSA is racing sports car racing on Saturday.
I'll definitely watch the Long Beach one.
Maybe I'm going to Long Beach this week.
What time is the Long Beach one?
For which race?
Either, I don't know.
F1's at like 4 in the morning.
Oh no, I know that. I'm talking about Indy.
I think I know the IMSA race starts at 5 Eastern time.
Okay.
Probably Indy's around the same. I'd have to check.
F1 is at 2 a.m. though,
Yeah,
right?
2 a.m.
It's in China.
China.
Oh, good.
That's
That
okay.
doesn't interfere with Game of Thrones on Sunday.
That's right, baby.
I'm going to be watching the last season all over again.
I can't comment.
Let's say have fun with that. I'll be doing something more interesting.
No, this Game of Thrones is incredible.
Stocky?
No.
What's the password?
Season 19. No caps, no spaces.
Mark 19.
We say Game of Thrones and then Mark pops in.
I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, I just turned it off a little while ago. I'll turn it back on after the race.
Got a second monitor so you can watch it while you're in the pits in the race and stuff.
Right. No. But there is an option, and I forgot how to do it, that you could have a you could have a window within the game to watch whatever you want. So
superimpose it over your rearview mirror because you don't need that.
That'd be pretty cool.
How much longer is practice?
8 minutes.
9 minutes.
VR
I don't need my
VR.
rearview mirror. Ain't nobody behind me.
I was playing around in the Windows VR house the other day with because I have the Windows headset.
I got the Windows headset too.
Hey, yeah, I set up. I had like a TV going on the one side. Set up my living room.
Oh. Do you like it?
The headset?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one do you have?
Oculus.
Yeah, I got so I'm running the HP mixed reality headset.
Yeah, you got a little bit better resolution, I think, don't you?
Yeah, 1440 by 1440 per eye. It's LCD screens versus the OLED, so I don't think the blacks aren't as good and the contrast's not as
the
good.
colors aren't as bright, exactly.
But it's still great.
I think Oculus' new one is going to be around the same resolution, but they got the LED instead of the OLED.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not until they get up to like eye retina. I want full eye resolution.
Well, I've just seen HP's next one that's already announced, the Reverb or something like that. It's double the resolution. It's 21, or not double, but it's 2160 by 2160 per eye.
Oh, I might be interested. That's the Vive 2, like?
No, it's HP Reverb.
But that's the same company as Vive, right?
No.
Oh, no, it's a whole different company?
That's HTC. This is Hewlett Packard, HP.
Oh, gotcha. And is that going to be OLED or?
No, it's LCD
LED
screen as well, I think.
Okay. Yeah, the colors just aren't as vivid. But you know what? What do you want? Do you want the vivid or do you want the resolution? It's
yeah,
a tough
after having Oculus, I want resolution.
Yeah, I want that resolution too, but if you have a choice between resolution or deeper colors.
The colors are pretty good in this thing. It's not
Are they?
like it's better than my computer monitor.
It's not like you're doing photo editing with it.
Yeah, like it's still like LED. Like it's not going to be like washed out like a tube TV.
Yeah, well, I was just reading the reviews, and they were saying that was the one drawback with it. So,
I mean,
I guess you'll never know until you really put two side by side.
Exactly. I think that's something you only would see side by side.
Yeah, if you notice. Yeah.
I know my screen text, and like so in a pure black or in a really dark environment, you can really notice it. But like in this, where it's like daytime and stuff like that, it's perfect.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have the resolution, like Nando said. The screen effect just. It sucks.
And this one's pretty good. It's not too bad, the resolution on it, so I can imagine some more.
I can imagine the one that's double. That's got to be incredible looking.
When I had the DK2, the screen door was pretty bad.
Well, that thing was only, what was the resolution on that? It was even lower than the regular Oculus, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Does it still work with Steam and stuff?
Yeah, it's so what I have to do is Windows Mixed Reality starts up automatically when I put the headset on.
Alright, I did it too.
And then they have a Steam app, which is Windows Mixed Reality for Steam, and then it just launches Steam VR when I launch a game.
Okay.
When I first got it, it was a little clunky. I had to manually launch those things, but now I don't have to do anything. It just all happens automatic. They've updated it quite a bit since it came out.
The Oculus one sucks. I don't like it.
The Oculus what one? I didn't hear.
Oculus Home, the thing you have around.
Did you ever play with? I never even touched it. The home screen, you mean?
I have to start it every time I use my headset.
Oh yeah, I started too, but I've never played with the at-home thing. I don't even look at that thing. You know, you can decorate your own area and put up little things and like.
So saying, I did that with mine the other night. I was bored, so I set up like just like a Chrome window or whatever inside the space, and this was like a 50-foot TV screen. I was playing a F1 race replay on it.
It is pretty awesome.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's like having a movie theater. I was surprised how good it actually looked. I thought the resolution would be bad because VR, but it wasn't bad at all.
Dude, we gotta play paintball again sometime.
Yeah, I need a better space for that.
What, in Rec Room?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta get in on that.
Rec Room's so fun.
I haven't been there since like that first week they released it.
It's gotten a lot better.
Did you do the VR Poker Stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I sat in there and played with the toys that they give you.
Yeah, just like shoot it with the guns.
Yeah, just buy a gun and start shooting.
I used to love fucking with people in that game, just like walk over to where they're sitting.
Yeah, me too. I'd move my seat and then I'd recenter and then move again.
Yeah, you'd be like on top of them.
Yeah.
You're just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Sorry.
Alright, well we got 3 minutes till qualifying. Just a reminder to set up some pit strategies.
I need a neural interface.
One for alternates, one for primaries.
Hey Mark, you gonna try to race?
Nah, I don't know this track well enough. I wanted to get on earlier enough to practice, but I forgot I'd watch for a little bit.
Nice.
Oh, you're welcome to try. I'll walk you through. You've never did a pit strategy before, so if you need it, I'll help you.
Yeah, but it's not point. It's not right now. I know you got to do your own.
No, I'm all done. For me, this is. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll figure it out during the race.
That's the spirit.
Well, I just don't know how long the softs are going to last. I'm taking softs. If they last 5 laps, great. If they last 10 laps,
you have to kind of wing it.
Fantastic. And then I'll have to, yeah, I'm just going to have to wing it. Then I'll have to figure out the last few laps of the race, depending on what happens in the first few laps of the race.
That's what I've done every race.
My wife told me not to use the softs. I said we have to. Like, oh.
But Scott,
I think she was talking about something else.
God, it's been pretty easy, you know, because you can get, you know, enough laps out of the, you know, two sets of primes. But in this one, I think you're going to need to stop and go if you can't get at least 10 laps.
I run 2 alt stints in each race.
Oh, you ran 2, I ran 2 primes in every race. Wow, it's funny how we all have the different strats.
I mean, if you can get the distance out of the alts, they're better to run.
Yeah, I guess I haven't been patient with them.
That you have to be patient. You got to not push them at all.
Yeah, I haven't been.
The primes, you can lean on them pretty hard.
Oh yeah, you can abuse those things.
Well, I have to be patient.
That's why I like them.
Gotta try to make them last.
I'm just thinking if I'm going to take 2 or 4 tires like my NASCAR race last night.
You have to take a full set.
I know.
Get him, Scott. Get him.
I'm just kidding.
Anything we can disqualify you for, I will take it.
Of course, it makes no sense to take only 2 anyway, since they change them at the same time. Though they are slower on the front tires than they are on the
It's not. Wait, this isn't an oval truck?
Uh-oh.
Change one right sides only?
Yeah, I thought we were turning left.
I mean, a couple of times you are.
Right? Your right sides burn up at the ovals, right?
Hey, am I late or something? I can't join.
We're just moving into qualifying in 15 seconds or so.
Oh,
oh wait, we'll probably have another countdown after that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Practice is up.
Oh yeah.
That's all. Time zones, bro.
We've been waiting for your arrival. I
Make that a couple more minutes. We're still in the session time remaining. 1 minute and 39 seconds, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Cobra, we were talking earlier. What pedals do you have?
Yeah, the HPP.
The Huntingfelds or whatever?
Yeah, it's HPP. It's made by some guy in California.
Oh, okay.
The hydraulic ones with the rubber bumpers.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and build my own hydraulic one. So I'm copying other designs.
The one thing that my boss thought about doing was just, and there's some guy that did a DIY of it, buying like a tilt and brake pedal set and using that as the foundational hardware.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was looking at some Willwood pedal boxes, but I'm probably just gonna go for a DIY initially, a proof of concept.
Okay. Well, it plugs into a Bodmer board if that's of any help to you.
Yeah, you need something to USB it, but
right. That's the USB interface this came with. So, I think that's kind of like what the standard equipment is for a lot of the high-end pedals. I don't know about Husingfeld, but it's got like what is it, 4,092 step count for the sensor.
Way more than you ever need.
Yeah.
All right, you could join in 10 seconds.
Or you could just buy Fanatec V3s and...
Dude, I can build these cheaper than the Fanatec V3s.
Swipe these puppies right out of the box.
Mine's gonna be better. Saying.
Yeah. I mean, for me, like, I don't know. I've got my brake pedal pretty stiff because I'm trying to emulate what I would find in a car.
Okay,
Eric. I'm still working on the wheel part. I'm not the best at the driving thing apparently. So.
I'll do pictures as I'm building it, things so you can.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what you do. All right. Yeah. Welcome to Watkins Glen. 1 hour of IndyCar. Just go through a few things here. Cover a few things from last race. Just kind of a general statement about some of the racing. Just make sure you guys are keeping it real clean out there. Is kind of what we're aiming to do here in this league. It's always been about clean racing first, so just remember that in the heat of battle. Don't want bad things to happen to good people, but just kind of heads up. Just think about how you're racing people, and like I said, few incidents from last race, can be cleaned up with some easy thinking. But yeah, like I said, 1 hour of racing tonight. Few people are talking like it's going to be 40 laps or more, so you're going to use a lot of fuel here as well. So make sure you guys got pit strategies made for your pit stops. We do have that tire rule in effect, so you must use a full set of alternates and a full set of primaries during the race. Yeah, so make sure you got pit strategies set. Make sure you do it before we get to the ready up screen before the race. That way everyone can get readied up and on the grid. Just a reminder, if you do not ready up on that screen, we're not going to restart for you. You got 2 minutes to ready up, so there's plenty of time. Yeah, so to the race, like always, we're going to do our manual formation lap. So on the green lights, just everyone sit on the grid. We'll pull away single file at about, it's a fast track, so let's say 80 miles an hour or 130 kph. Single file around the track. Make sure everyone's spread out nice and even, safe distance. And we'll start forming up on the beginning of Sector 3, which is the short straightaway coming up the hill before the last 3 or 4 turns. So yeah, once we get to that spot, we'll go ahead and slow it down to 40 or 50 miles an hour. Get everyone scrunched up, double file, 2 car links between you and the car in front of you. Also, when forming up double file, make sure you know what position you're in so you can know what side of the track you're on. If you're an odd or an even, just know which one you are and listen up for, odds left, odds right, whatever it may be. And yeah, we'll keep that grid nice and composed all the way to the start finish line, at which point the pole position guy will come over TeamSpeak. All cars ready, green, 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 and we're racing. As always, make sure we're being smart in the turn one. Just like I said before, clean racing's the key here, so make sure you're braking early and just being proactive going into turn one, making sure it's safe. If you're too wide, make sure you're giving room. There's been a few incidents this season with people locking up the brakes going into turn one, just because extra speed, lack of downforce, whatever the case may be, just bring it back a little bit and keep it safe into turn one as well as the whole first lap. Be a lot of good racing tonight, so I suspect this will be a fun race. It's a good track, really fast, sweeping turns, all that good stuff. A few of those turns, like the bus stop, make sure you're keeping 2 wheels inside the curbs. That being said, 2 wheels inside the white lines all the way around the track. But I'd say the bus stop is the easiest place to accidentally, go over a curb and not have 2 of those tires inside the white lines. So yeah, just watch your lines there.
Pit entrance.
Yeah, pit entrance is a little interesting here. It's kind of an inside line into the final turn there. So probably a really good idea to call out to the person behind you that you're pitting, as well as maybe take a practice roll at it.
Yeah, on the show straight into the pit entrance, yeah.
Yeah. And make sure if you're gonna call your pit entry and someone's on your bumper, and that guy is either faster than you or you guys have been battling it out, just give them a heads up. Maybe even on the start of sector 3, like, hey, I'm pitting, so they have 4 corners to not cause an incident, or just so you can safely get in the pits.
Are we gonna stick within the white line of the pit entry?
Yeah, I would, because if you go in there flat-footing it, trying to make it to pit lane, A, you're probably going to go into pit lane speeding, and B, you might run wide into the racing line. And
hit the water barrels all over the place.
Exactly, that's happened before.
Like they always say, just be a good dude.
If it happens that we go in 3 wide into turn 1 on the first lap, can we take the outside line just in case? Can we actually go on the runoff and come back on again as long as we join in nice like?
Now there's a double-edged sword to that.
Yeah.
If you do happen to go in 3 wide, I really don't advise it. But if it does happen, and it's safer for the person on the left side of the track to run wide, sure.
Lift off and do the usual, yeah.
I don't want the guy in the middle of the track or on the inside of the corner to take that outside line because you took too much speed into turn 1. Yeah, but yeah, like you said, if you're the outside guy, you think you need to take that space. Just be smart about it, and you're gonna have to be real smart about it coming back into the track there.
Can I make 1 point on that?
Yeah, you sure can.
And then, yeah, if you're going 3 wide and you come off that, just beware of when you're going up the hill, it's going to narrow and you're not going to be going 3 wide up the hill.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to lift off up the hill.
You shouldn't make a position by going wide either there.
No. That's just a safety move.
It's totally just a safety thing. It's only there to use if you need to.
Only on lap 1, like, yeah, only on the first lap.
But that being said, I don't want people to take advantage of that.
I don't want us going 3 wide into turn 1.
Yeah, like I said about the start, you know, I think 2 wide is pretty sensible. If it's going to be 3 wide if you don't hit a good braking zone where you should brake, not where you're used to braking. But yeah, just be smart about it. You know, like I said,
not a 3 wide track.
It's all about just clean racing, and I mean, like I said, it's going to be more than probably 40 laps or more tonight. So just the long race. I think everyone will be a lot happier if they make it to the end of the race rather than it all ending in lap 1.
Yeah, yep.
So just keep that in mind for that. And always remember TeamSpeak etiquette for the race and qualifying. Call your pit exits and stay to the right of the exit line when you exit the pits. Do that during the race as well. Let people know you're coming back on the track. Always use your pit speed limiter button during qualifying and the race. And apply it according to the speed limit signs on the track. You're entering and exiting pit road there. And yeah, most of all, just have fun. Like I said, we're all here to just have fun, race clean, and have a good one.
I'm giving him a little space, Mac.
Yep. I'll back off.
And it's pretty big track, so not everyone has to leave the pits at once.
Sure we do.
Hey guys, how much downforce do you think I should put on my car? I have my downforce in the front is set to 16.5 and the downforce in the rear is set to 17.
That's pretty
not
good,
bad.
guys. I'm using 17.5, 19.5.
I'm at
1720.
now.
Go on, guys.
People starting their laps soon.
I'm on a hot lap, Bogo.
The pretty main straight. Exiting pit.
I'm on a fast one, Dan.
Go for it.
Dude. Nope, that didn't work.
Thanks, Promise.
Exit pit.
Leaving pits.
Pressure.
Stay left. Stay right on the straight.
Exiting pits.
2 front straight.
I'll hold.
Exiting pits.
What gear are you guys taking for turn 1 in?
Third.
Roger.
Depends on your gearing though.
Exiting pit.
Was that Gosu?
No.
Pits. I'll wait. My bad, I saw that wrong.
Leaving pits.
Exiting pit after this pass.
Exiting pits.
Exiting pits.
Thanks, no.
Exiting pits.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Exiting pits.
Exiting pit.
Exiting pit.
Exiting pit.
Staying on the left-hand side.
Thank you.
Exiting pits.
Run straight.
Exiting pit.
Exiting pit.
Leaving pits.
Turn 1.
Leaving pit.
Thank you.
Leaving pit.
Coming out quick behind you, no.
Okay.
Cheers, dude.
Exiting pit.
Sorry.
You're good.
Spin on.
Thank you.
Leaving pits.
You on a hot lap, Wheat?
Leaving pits.
Thank you.
Coming for a spin.
Leaving pits.
Leaving pits.
Leaving pits.
Pit exit.
Nice quality.
Good quality, guys.
Good quality.
21, nice.
I'm
Like,
not sure
what
if
the
I got
hell?
screenshots. No, can you grab them?
Yeah, 1 second.
I got him.
All right. I shut off my overlay, so I think that takes away my screenshots, doesn't it?
Well, can you... I think my game's
Your
crashing,
phone.
but can you move it forward?
Just whip out your phone real quick, right?
Yeah, my game's done.
No.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It just froze up, and my head tracking is doing the opposite of what it was, like what it
Oh,
should be.
man.
It's like inverted. Don't remember your pitch
Can you
strategies?
rejoin?
Remember your pitch strategies, guys.
Slight problem. My wheels are a little invisible.
See what happens when we go.
Wow. Good job, Microsoft.
I guess I'm a hovercraft.
Exactly. Option.
No friction.
So we're not doing the recreate thing these days, huh?
Nope.
Oh.
Not unless it's something major.
40 seconds.
Oh.
Missing wheels?
Nah, that's not major.
Like server crash major.
Okie dokie.
30 seconds, guys. I think, here we go. Well, Mac, you've got the, you got the field.
Alrighty.
Let's go, guys.
Everyone take note of their new position.
I'll take the right side. So odds right, evens left.
Yeah, go on to the back.
You're going a little faster.
I like to stay ways behind, Spark.
Yeah, we were getting confused then.
1 length behind.
Yeah.
He's 2 lengths back.
You got that,
especially in these
guys?
cars, I like to
Odds
follow
right, evens
way
left.
2 lengths back. 1 length back.
You can't even.
Proves, guys.
Don't think I'd be at 9th here, because
You can't even watch Mono, can you? Or are you still in the server?
1 length behind. Still there.
You can always join and watch if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't. You could join mid-race.
Yeah. Should we form up after that hairpin?
Yep, sounds good.
Hey, guy, you stole my position.
Talking to me?
Whomever, back at the bus stop.
My bad.
User joined your channel.
These invisible wheels are distracting.
Cobra, you qualified 14th, not 13th. So Zed's in front of you.
I'm in 13th.
I was next to James. I was behind James.
Yeah, everybody's one position ahead except for... No, everybody is because... No, no one's on pole and he's gone.
Now
What's
your
going on?
odds and evens are switched around.
Whoever's in 9th
All right.
past me.
I qualified at 11th and it moved me to
Yeah, it
10th.
should be 9th.
Yeah, that's because I moved up one. Okay, guys.
Yeah, we'll start forming up after the
Slow it
after
down
the
a lot,
hairpin
Mac.
up here.
After the hairpin.
Who's on what side?
Odds right, evens left.
Thank you.
I don't recognize the track at these speeds. All right, side by side, guys.
One right.
How's it looking?
2 wide. Right side.
Yeah, I'm looking good.
Right side.
All right, Mac.
Still there.
Careful on turn 1, guys.
All right, all cars ready.
Still there. Right side.
Yeah.
Still 2 wide.
Green, green, green.
Clear.
Fuck.
Bus stop crash.
Slow car on the inside of the corner.
Easy crow miss.
It's a long race.
Spin turn 1.
Spin.
Holy fuck, this is gonna be a long repair. Oh, damn it. Well, I got my work cut out for me now.
Sorry.
Spinning pit.
Spinner.
The fuck? Exiting pits.
Turn 1.
Slow car on the inside. Pitting in, pitting in.
Exiting pit.
Exiting pits.
Turn 1.
Pitting in.
Spinning the carousel.
Pinning in. Debris in the carousel.
Are you on alt stop, Phos?
Yep.
Okay, I'll let you by. I'm front straight.
Exiting pit.
Alright. That lap is a new personal best. Good job. Keep pushing.
Pitting in.
One lane back.
Exiting pit.
You're clear. One lane's back. Good hustle. That's the best second sector of anyone today.
Sorry.
What you gonna do? Traffic.
Exiting pit.
One lane behind.
Pitting in.
Pitting in.
I'm pitting in.
Blue flag, oversoul.
Go ahead.
Thanks.
Entering pits.
Pitting in at this lap.
Just set your own personal best lap. Keep it up.
Exiting pit.
Main straight.
Exiting pit.
Exiting pit.
Exiting pit.
Hitting.
User left your channel.
Exiting pits.
Exiting pits.
Go on, Mac.
Thank you.
Exiting pits.
Thanks, Ed.
Great job. That's the fastest final sector of anybody so far.
Hitting in.
You're currently setting the fastest lap of the race. Keep it up.
Leaving pits.
You're reeling him in. This is great stuff. Line him up and squeeze past.
Oh, my race is over.
That sucks.
I ran out of fuel.
Getting in.
Copy. Fastest lap.
Thank you.
No problem.
Exiting pits.
Exiting pits.
Debris before the carousel.
Pitting in for my millionth time.
Pitting in.
User disconnected from your channel.
Borrow some front ends.
Thank you.
Hitting in.
Excellent pit.
Exiting pits.
Hey Scott, I'm gonna let you pass when you get close.
Copy that. Take on the inside.
Shit, spin.
Whoa. That was scary.
You alright?
All good.
Phos4us, you have fresh tires?
Yep.
Alright, come in. Take your draft.
You're clear. 2 lanes back.
Exiting pits. I'll let you guys by.
Thank you.
On the outside, dude.
Entering pits.
Take the inside, Vic.
Oh, thank you. Coming by, Bogo.
Spin. Entering pit.
Exiting pits.
Exiting pit.
Exit.
Can I go by you, Foxy?
Sure.
Thanks.
Take me on the outside.
Thank you, Spark.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Go on, Scott.
Thank you.
That was a close one.
Entering pit.
Debris in second last corner.
On or offline?
slightly off.
Roger.
Exiting pit.
You're closing on a map marker. You don't need any drama here, so keep it focused. Right side. You're clear.
Thank you.
Dude, you can't fucking stop. What are you doing, dude? Hey, man. You can't park it on the apex.
On your right. In clear.
Too thick, goodbye.
Thank you.
Yep.
Ah.
Exiting pit.
Pitting in. Exiting pits.
There we go.
Thank you.
Yep.
Crash final corner.
See you, dude.
Pit again.
Fuck, debris on back. Pitting in.
Exiting pits.
Exiting pit.
You're about to lap a back marker. Let's not make a meal of this.
Exiting pit.
Thank you.
Well, oh hell, that was number 1. Shit.
Spin on the back.
No, I'm gonna be pitting in here.
Roger, thank you.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay, you're coming up to a back marker.
Pit again.
20, so keep it clean and get by without losing too much time.
Exiting pits. Thank you, Boga.
Take the line, Phos.
Thanks.
Leaving pits.
Front straight.
20 minutes remaining. No risks here. There's a nice clean path on this back marker.
Entering pits.
Entering pits.
Exiting pits.
Exiting pit.
Almost had a heart attack.
You're running pretty low on fuel. Come into the pits and we'll top you up.
But again.
The gap to P2 is 5 seconds. Keep pushing.
Thank you.
Mind the wheel spin and away you go.
Exiting pits.
Exiting pits.
Just take this guy quickly. Just slide on past and get it done.
Entering pit.
Thank you.
Pitting in.
Pitting in, pitting in.
Exiting pit.
Exiting pits.
Exiting pits.
Still there. You're clear.
Nah.
Debris on the back. In the pits. Get it, dude.
Car left. You're clear. Right rear. Clear. It's going back.
Dude.
Exiting pits.
Go ahead, by. Right side.
Debris exiting the bus stop.
Thank you.
No problem.
Spin in sector 2.
One second behind third place. Great job. Keep the pressure on. Let's get past it. Let's get on the podium.
Watch out, I'm coming.
Pitting in.
I'm damaged. Pitting in.
Yeah, cool to quick.
Getting in.
Race is over for me. Bye, guys.
See you, dude.
Bye.
See ya.
Spin in the back.
User disconnected from your channel.
Push on your cow.
Exiting the pits.
Remaining. 2 lanes behind.
Slow me down on the right back.
Thanks.
Night, guys.
User disconnected from your channel.
See ya.
Go ahead and pass.
2 minutes.
Thank you.
Yep.
I go past Dan, please.
Yes, yes. Go.
Cheers, dude.
Of course. Hold on.
Jeez.
That was so close.
Go ahead.
Thanks, I'm trying to get the fastest lap point. Just a 2-minute pit stop fourth, so.
Good win, Mac.
Dominating.
Yeah, good one,
somebody get the screenshots, Scott, maybe, since I can't get them.
Sorry for that wing, Foxy.
Oh, that's fine. I managed to get where I wanted to.
Tell me when you guys got them so I could return.
Got them. I wanted top 5 and I got top 5. So let's go.
I tried to penalize myself pretty hard for that one.
Hey, you're fine, dude. Everyone makes mistakes.
All right, guys, later. I don't want to talk about the race. I'm pissed.
Right.
User joined your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
Good race, guys.
User joined your channel.
You ran
out of gas.
Oh. This track that was I had a fuel save for a couple laps.
Oh man, like, I was bummed out when I saw race finish. Like, dang, I was putting in qualifying laps at the end.
I know you were catching me so fucking quick. It was like, he's gonna get me, he's gonna get me, and I had 2 push to passes left, and I used them on the last lap.
That was weird. I was easily gonna get second there, and then my game froze for like 3 seconds, and when I came back,
my game froze too.
I wondered what happened.
I almost died.
Yeah,
yeah, with like what 10 minutes left or something.
Something, I don't know. That was horrible.
Could have been somebody disconnecting or just a spike.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple of rough lag spikes in that race.
Yeah.
People kept leaving the server. They're not supposed to leave.
Nope. They're tired of bits.
How many people did we have at the start of this race?
16.
15. 15 actually started and ran.
Oh, yeah, true.